So here's a lesson from the playground, back from the days when we'd be out at the elementary school jungle gym and swing set at recess. Bullies aren't brave, they're insecure, they're afraid, but because they want to look like they're courageous, they come off mean. They come off angry and looking to attack people because they're so afraid inside they don't want anybody else to see that they are. So they pick on other people to make other people their targets. Honestly, even though the bully is the one on the playground who wants everybody to think they're the toughest and the bravest and the most courageous, they're quite likely the ones who are most afraid of being found out. Real bravery, on the other hand, doesn't look like pushing other people around or making other people afraid. Real bravery actually allows us to be vulnerable in a world full of dangers, but to do so intentionally, graciously, and with trust in God to make a way for us. That's what I keep thinking of when I hear the words we're going to be taking a look at this coming Sunday. Jesus says these words to a group of those who are his followers, and he says to them this: "Do not be afraid, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Sell your possessions and give alms. Make purses for yourselves that do not wear out, an unfailing treasure in heaven, where no thief comes near and no moth destroys. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." What I love about that image is it starts out with Jesus talking to these, unarmed, basically unimportant, not terribly wealthy followers of his, ordinary peasant kind of people, and looks at them with love and says, "Oh, little flock, don't be afraid. God's going to take care of whatever you have a need for. God's going to give you the whole kingdom, right? All that you need will be provided for you." And therefore, what does it look like to be people who don't have fear? This is the thing I love, and I keep finding myself poked, surprised, startled by, and encouraged by from Jesus. When he describes what it looks like to have no fear, he doesn't envision his disciples being these sort of tough bullies who boss everybody else around because we're so tough and we're not afraid. We're not supposed to be intimidating, making others afraid because we don't fear, but rather because we trust God, because we don't have fear, we can be people who are generous, who are trusting that God will make a way for us, and therefore we can give what we have to other people around us. We can take care of other people's needs because we trust God has got us covered. God's going to provide for us the things that we need. I heard a quote not long ago that said, over the course of church history, the last 2,000 years, the reason the church has done so poorly with when we're wealthy and powerful is that the church was never meant to be in charge of a lot of money or power. We are at our best when we are helping, serving, giving things away, and not looking to make ourselves the bullies of the playground, but instead when we're the ones who can trust God's got our needs covered. God will take care. And because of that, we can be generous with what we have around people around us. Sometimes the world around us gets that mixed up and confuses being angry and mean and bullyish with being brave and courageous. You know from your time back on the swing set back where the elementary school playground taught you. Bullies aren't really brave. They're trying to hide the things they're insecure about and looking for somebody else they can make a target out of so somebody else will be the one more afraid than they are. The followers of Jesus aren't called to be that. We're called to be the ones who are friends to the ones who get picked on. We're willing to trust that God is taking care of each and every last one of us, and because of that, whatever abundance has been put in our hands is there to be shared, and that God is going to take care of your and my needs collectively as well. We're called to be an alternative to a world full of bullying, especially in a time when sometimes it can feel like the loudest, angriest, meanest voices are the ones that get praised as the most successful. We know differently because Jesus has taught us, have no fear, little flock. Because you can trust, little flock, because you don't have to be afraid. You can give away your possessions to other people. You can place your confidence in God to provide. You can be generous. You can share your time, your resource, your talent with other people around because we dare to believe God, the same God who gives us our daily bread, will take care of our needs moment by moment by moment. That makes us a different kind of presence in the world, and one the world exactly needs. So join us this Sunday for that conversation, for how to be an alternative to the loud, angry, and insecure bullies of the world. Have no fear, little flock. See you Sunday.